Today is May 27th, 2021. How are you all doing out there? I'm just here to show my face and let you all know that I'm still alive. Yes, yes, yes. I've been doing some things. I've added some new things to my life. I'm going to let you all know about that. Nothing too big or anything. I'm just here to say hello to everybody. I want to thank you all for supporting Miss Nicole Tyler, Sexy Clean the Ruler. Thank you all for supporting me, whether it's through Cash App, $ 703p. I said it. Whether it's through GoFundMe, or whether it's with super chats here on my channel, Nicole Tyler. And I just want to say thank you and hello. I am out today. I'm outside in my car. Y'all have not seen me in my car, I think, since April 20th or something like that, when I had a doctor's appointment. And so I've come out as hot as I don't know what. I think the beautiful sun is making me want to come out now. I'm still going through all of my anxiety. I'm still having my little heart problems. All of this since the shot. So let me start off with that. I went to the doctor last week. It wasn't too successful for me. I was really pissed off at the doctor because all of these doctors, hello, all of these doctors, you all, they are negating the fact that I got this way because of the shot. And so they don't really want to believe that, you all. I think all of them are in unison. The Bible says that they have gathered together. All of our enemies have gathered together to come up against our people, right? So when you go to the doctor and you tell them, everything that's going on with you, and you tell them it's because of the shot while you're even there, they kind of negate it and they don't want to really believe it. Okay, they believe it, but they, like I said, they didn't came up against you behind closed doors. Okay, that's what our open enemy do to us. Okay, so it's very, very, very frustrating for me to have to go. I'm still going to the doctors, okay, because I was cleared of everything except I'm still having high blood pressure. I'm still having some issues with my heart, tachycardia. I'm still having, since they discovered all of these things going on with my spine, with the lesions being on my spine, and which has caused me to be in like a debilitated state. So I went to an orthopedic doctor last week, and I was telling him everything that was going on with me. He did the x-rays. He saw the little things, with the lumbar and all this stuff. He saw everything that was going on. And it was still like he did not believe me. He didn't believe my pain. He prescribed that I go to see a physical therapist, which pissed me the hell off because there's no way I'm going to get better. I'm not going to get better. Once something enters the bone, and it's just permeating through my bone and through my spine and through my nervous system and things like that. What can physical therapy do? Physical therapy cannot help me. It's in the bone. Okay, the bone, it's like something eating away at my bone. Okay, so I'm like, so when he was like, go to physical therapy, I was like, that ain't gonna help me. Just me walking to here, to the kitchen, to the bathroom, I'm already done for the day. My back and started hurting. The pain's running down my body. I have fibromyalgia now, all of that. I get my toes swell, all kind of crazy stuff going on, right? And so I was like, no. So so I got referred to go. I have to take another MRI, and then I'm gonna then I have to follow up with him and all these things. But it's just that the doctor, in my opinion, was very condescending to me. He did not take what I was saying literal. He was like, well, I took the same shot and I'm fine. And that's the problem that I'm having with a lot of people, you guys. When you tell them that you've been a person who don't even really go to the doctor. When I do go to the doctor, I pay for myself going to the doctor, self-pay, and I get what I needed done, get the answers I need to hear, and then I'm back doing my regular life. If you all have watched me over the 3 years, you will know that's what I do, And so, looking at my history, you can tell I'm not no person that come and complain of pain and complain that this is going on, so I had a couple of days where I was very, very depressed. Going to the doctor is depressing for me because they don't believe what the hell I'm saying when I'm telling them I got this way because of the shot. They don't believe it. And this is a shout out to all of the COVID long haulers. I'm one of those people, because they, in my opinion, they put it in the shot and it injected it to me. Now I have heard people say that it was a dead virus that goes into you, dead, alive. I don't care if it's fake death. I don't care if it's a possum faking like you sleep or what. That was foreign to my body, and my body had a reaction to it. Okay, so it's just, so I want to shout out to all the long haulers who probably still feel inadequate. As a person like me, I feel violated every day. I'm not, that's why I don't really come out, because I feel real weird being around people. I'm having all these kind of crazy anxiety in my life because of, I felt violated from what I let the government do to me. Okay, so I want to start off with that as some type of opening and get that out the way, because you know it makes me sad. Okay, second, I want to thank all of you all for coming in the room. I am your girl, Miss Nicole Tyler, just coming to say, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still dealing with things, but I'm trying to persevere as us black people do. Okay, now, if you all see the title, I'm going to talk a tiny bit about Kwame Brown. Now, this man then he's been on YouTube for a while. He's always gotten good views, but I really don't know what the hell happened between him and Steven Jackson, or either Steven Smith, one of those Stevens, and Charlemagne the God. I see that they're in Matt Barnes. They're in some type of feud. Okay, now I did look up a little bit where I'm not really into sports for real. I'm into football for real. I don't know all the names of football players either, but I think it may be Steven Jackson. I think so. If it ain't, just put it in the chat. Who for 20 years have been bullying this man. For 20 years, he's been bullying this man since he was a teenager on open airways of the enemy, which is media, which is of Satan. And so people are saying, well, why did he take so long to come out? He took so long to come out. First of all, praise the Most High, the man came out. Okay, now when people are in the closet and they come out, we got a whole parade for them. We're giving them parties, we're giving them money. Yeah, you came out the closet, we got a parade for you. We got you a flag, red, white, and blue flag. Y'all know I'm equating this to being homosexual or LGBTQ. Okay, I'm equating it to that. When people come out and tell their story, we the people who are allowing people to come out, and we give them a big old, give them money, we give them loads of compliments for coming out. Oh, you must have been through this, you must have been through that. We're doing all of these things for people who come out of the closet, but when somebody has been bullied for so damn long on the internet and they finally come out and they voice their frustrations eloquently, yes, he does a lot of cursing, but eloquently he is voices his frustration towards these people who have been doing this. Some people are like, well, he took too long to come out. Like, black people, get it together. Get it together. You all don't know if you're coming or going. Just shut up and learn. Just shut up and learn what's going on in our society and what has been going on with our people since we've been in this construct for 400, 500, 600 years. Okay, we are a captured people. Okay, so our people have so many levels of oppression. We have so many levels of all of these things in our mind that when we find somebody that's trying to come out and voice their frustration, and then they're doing it eloquently, as I stated, and they're coming out blasting the white man, blasting Esau. Esau is the white man, and all the people who are like that. I said it, just read the damn Bible. He's blasting mainstream media. He's blasting all of the black, white people that we have. They're black, but they're acting white. And when I say white, I mean they are accepting the biscuits of daddy or whichever you want to call it. He's blasting these people who are sitting there putting our people down, being guard dogs for our open enemy, which is the Caucasian, which is the European, which is Esau. I said it. Not all of them, because all of them are not elitists. Okay, we got a whole lot of poor white people too. Okay, just like we got black and in every doggone nation here on the earth. We got some wealthy ones and we got some poor ones. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. So we have this man who's coming out. I've been watching a lot of his videos. This man, I mean, he's really relatable and easy to watch. He's easy on the eyes. He's very good looking. And he has a really good personality. He's very relatable. So I found myself watching a lot of his videos. I thought I would get tired of his videos, but he just has that great personality. And one thing I like about him is he tell you straight up, I am a man, and that is what we need here on the YouTube streets as well as mainstream media. We need our black men to come out and say, I'm a man. We don't need you to classify whether you're gay or intersectional or if you pansexual, all of these damn things. Or well, I are you black? Are you black? Are you a black man first? No, I'm just a human. I'm just a person. We have so many people in mainstream media that looks like me, that puts African American on your driver's license, on your applications. But when you are asked who and what you are, you're afraid to tell white zaddy who in the hell you are. And that is what the problem is, because you have been getting all of these biscuits, which equates to millions of dollars. Okay, millions of dollars. You have been put in a position only to embarrass yourself and embarrass your nation of people that look like you, and you are guard dogs for these people to keep us down, trying to keep us not getting what we are owed to us. That is what these people are. Like Kamala Harris, I said it. Supposed to be the vice president. No one respects her and no one likes her. I said it. Especially those inmates that's in jail. Okay, we have, which I'm gonna bring up, which is gonna be part of this topic that I'm talking about, is Charlemagne. Okay, now he is not no damn god. Now I've talked about him in other videos, you all, like maybe a couple of years ago when the story came out of him molesting or allegedly molesting or taking advantage of a 15-year-old when he was about 22 or 23 years old. Now this is factual. This is what he has said himself. He has admitted himself that he did do these things. But when the girl saw that he was talking about this on a prior network on YouTube, I believe it. I don't know if it was on YouTube, but I can't think of the guy's name that he was on the show. He was just talking about it because in his mind he has bent over, okay, literally bent over and got screwed. So he feels like since he has done the oath, he done took the oath and he has done all these things so that he can be a part of the elitists, and he done wrote all these books and everything. He feels that he can just come out and say what he did, and there won't be no repercussions behind it. So I was watching, what video I was watching? I was in somebody's live. I think it's Our Attorney. He's a black guy. I can't think of his name. I think it's Our Attorney or something. I can't think of his name. But he was talking about, he had like a two-hour show. And he was saying that he did not know all of these things regarding Charlemagne. Okay, all these alleged things regarding Charlemagne. And I was like, well, yeah, this came out about 18, because I did videos and a lot of people did videos on it. The Star Report actually, he interviewed Jessica Reed, the young lady who was alleging that Charlemagne the God took advantage of her. And he did a really good, thorough interview with Jessica, okay? And if I put it on my community feed for you all to go and watch that. It's just a tear jerker, because I'm a woman. I have been molested. I have been, the R word, taken advantage of myself. And that is prevalent in our community, where a lot of our uncles, and we got a great uncle, or a brother who have sometimes take advantage of us when we're kids. Okay, now I'm not saying that's what happened to me regarding the person, but we do have that. So if you all go and watch that video of Jessica Reed talking about what happened to her and how Charlemagne came out 2 or 3 years ago talking about it and bragging about it and laughing about it. And this young lady she saw the video, heard about it, and she was forced to come on out and discuss it. Not forced, but she wanted to discuss it to set the record straight. But okay, because Charlemagne had did a lot of lying about the situation. Okay, when the tables turned and it got hot, he just started doing all these lies. So a lot of people had not heard about the story. And our attorney, or whatever his name is, He was saying it was brand new to him, that he hadn't heard it. So that just lets me know in 3 or 4 years, YouTube has gotten a lot of new users, a lot of new people watching YouTube who's just coming on and did not know that situation. So Kwame Brown brought that out when Charlemagne talked about his family on air. And that's when Kwame Brown came out and said the things about Charlemagne about, I know you ain't talking about me, what you have done to a 15-year-old girl. So a lot of people was in shock about that. Kwame Brown is saying that he's going to boycott, or he wants to, to people to not watch the Breakfast Club anymore and things like that. I've been felt that way. I knew that Charlemagne, he has a lot of people, elite people behind him that's pushing him and that's keeping him on air. You do have some people that are saying, how can you put down a black man? You know what? How can you let a black man to support a black man who has admittingly did something like that to a black young sister? And see, the thing is we have to police ourselves. That is why we're having a high incidence since during slavery, and now why we have a high incidence of the police who are getting qualified immunity to kill our brothers and our sisters. And once they do this, they don't go get no time. And you have Joe Biden, you have Representative Clyburn, James Clyburn or Jim Clyburn, you have him who have come out and said that, he don't want that part of the bill. You have the George Floyd bill. They're saying they want to get this bill off the ground to lock these police officers up when they do kill us for what? Traffic stops and things like that, or having a busted tail light, or whatever the case may be, when these race soldier police officers kill our brothers and sisters. And you have people who are standing up that look like me and you, who are not in agreement that these police officers need to go to jail for what the hell they are doing to our brothers and our sisters. So anyway, I want to thank Kwame Brown for coming out and bringing it out, letting people know what's going on. Like I said, Charlemagne have a lot of people around him that is protecting him, and our people need to wake up. Okay, we need to police ourselves. When we see something going down with our brothers and sisters, we need to be the ones corrected and not have some outside interference, especially these race soldiers who comes in and want to kill us. Okay, we need to police ourselves. If we see something that's not right in our communities, we need to be the ones to go out. What little bit of strong men that we have in our communities, we need for them to come out and say, that's not right, young man. That's not right. We know, at least I think, that we have a lot of the transgender black brothers and sisters, or the homosexual brothers and sisters that's black. I think that they're just too brainwashed and caught up in their nails, their hair, getting the boobs done, or getting the you know what chopped off. I said it. The society has messed these LGBTQ black brothers and sisters up. It'll mess them up to where they can't even see the forest from the trees. They don't even see that they are pawns in a larger grand scheme of things when it comes to the white LGBTQ and them. They think that when Biden and Obama pass all these laws for LGBTQ, they think it's for them. Our black brothers and sisters that's gay. They think it's for them when it's not. Okay, everything, all the laws, if you go back and look at all the laws that are on the books, some of them still since slavery, they are against us. We are captured people. We are living in a society of the laws being against us, and the laws being for us to continue to work and labor like we did in slavery and not get paid what we're worth here in this society. That is what's going on. So our LGBTQ brothers and sisters, that's black and Latino, y'all need to figure it out and get it together. You will always be one black first, okay? Because guess what? Just because you are gay don't make your oppression less, because you think, okay, I'm a protected class now. No, you're not. Now, you should have waken up when a race soldier probably had sex, allegedly, or this is what I think, had sex with that young black LGBTQ man, and he still got him home and shot him. Okay, and he was in the hospital. Okay, I still have not heard any news outlets talk about this man, talk about LGBTQ, the flag, people came out to rally for him against the police. I still haven't heard that. If you have heard that, let Miss Nicole Tyler know. Okay, send me the link so I can see the LGBTQ taking up for this gay brother. Okay, I haven't heard anything like that. I saw it and that was it. Okay, Black Lives Matter. If you all don't know, Miss Nicole Tyler tells you all, Black Lives Matter to me is three groups. One is the real group of the people who are crying, dying, and just wish that Massa would take his foot off our neck. We got those ones. Then we got the gay ones. And then that's Black Lives Matter. Then we got the elitists who came out and was funded by George Soros, which I said that a long time ago, and people came up against me, told me to take it off my platform, take the picture down of George Soros. These people came out against me, and now you even got the mainstream media telling you, when I told y'all already. These people are being funded by them for the Democratic Party. Act Blue. I didn't even went on that site and saw where all the monies from Nancy Pelosi, a whole lot of Democrats were funneling money through Act Blue, through Black Lives Matter, okay? People don't believe it. You know, people still walking around with Black Lives Matter. They don't even know the representation of Black Lives Matter. They don't know that they're saying they're for gay people. They're not for the average black man. They're not for the black men getting shot down by the police. They're only for transgenders and gay people. Okay, or either they are mainly for Democrats. Okay, they don't even know what it stands for. Okay, our people are good-hearted people, so I'm sure that they wearing it, the t-shirts and things like that. They really, you know, I'm sure that ignorantly they are wearing the t-shirt, because, you know, really in their mind they're black and their lives matter, but they don't know the political cause behind it. Okay, they don't know that. Okay, and our people have to wake up to that. Now also, let me see what I wanted to let y'all know. I got my Buck Breaking DVD. It came in the mail last week. I want to shout out to Rick Nasheed and a lot of people who are on here. Let me see if I can read some of the names for y'all. I got how many of y'all got y'all Buck Breaking DVD? How many of y'all ordered that? Okay, it says featuring Jabari Ozazi. I can't say some of these names. We got Dr. Wesley Muhammad, Riza Islam, Professor James Small, Dr. Kaba, Dr. Phil Valentine, which I met Dr. Phil Valentine in person. He said when he saw me, he just kept on staring at me, Dr. Phil Valentine. And he said, you know, you look just like Serena Williams. I said, okay. And ironically, I had my hair similar to this when he saw me. I had my hair like this when I took pictures with Dr. Phil Valentine. You got Corey Holcomb, Dr. Afaya, Malice Shaka. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. You got Erica Lachey, Dr. Oya Adwar, Mayat, Jade Arundel, Judge Joe Brown, Dr. Randy Short, Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, Bishop Talbert Swan, Lord Jamar, and Tariq Nasheed. It was very good, and I still haven't finished watching it. One thing about Buck Breaking, I mean, the whole video is dope. It's wonderful for our people to buy and our people to invest in. Matter of fact, go to bookbreakingmovie.com and order the whole set. Now you can get the hidden colors. You can get, I think it's 1 through 5. You can get that along with 1804, talking about the Haitian Revolution. I said French Revolution in the last video. I meant the Haitian Revolution. And also, that's 1804. And you'll get Buck Breaking, okay? You'll get this DVD as well. And I think it's like $100. You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that, okay? I ordered 2 of these myself because I already have the hidden colors and I already have 1804. Now you can't beat this. And one thing about this, one thing I do like that Tariq Nasheed was saying is that we're gonna have to start investing again in DVDs, you all. I agree with this, and even VHS tapes, because unfortunately YouTube and Google and Yahoo and Facebook and all these our open enemy. They are the owners of these platforms, okay? YouTube, we don't own these platforms. We're still enslaved you know, they still using us, making money off of us. We're making money too, but really we're using their platform. Okay, but when you go ahead on and you put out your own DVDs, this is a good way for you to have your material, your teaching material, so you can teach your family, keep in line with whatever everything is going on. You can have this in your arsenal of your library. When if they do decide to say these black people, they are just taking over, they're putting out all these words, and I mean all of this information they was not taught properly in school. So so if they decide to cut us off of YouTube, we will have our DVDs so we can teach our families, we can teach our children, or even if you want to get back into VHS, I'm for all. I think that is awesome, that he is putting out the DVD and not having, even if he decided to put it on a website or something, it's still good to have your copy, okay, just in case they do cut the damn YouTube off. Okay. Let me see what else they were talking about in the beginning. They were talking about how the buck breaking began. You know, of course it happened with the Caucasians, the Khazars. You know, they were chased out of Africa into the ice ages. I mean, into the mountains, and during the ice age they had to fend for themselves. These people were savages. These people were beasts. So what they did was, part of their survival, what they were doing was, whenever they were having sex with the woman, you know, of course she would get pregnant. They could not take care of another. In my opinion, they couldn't take care of that baby. You know, some of them became eating the babies and things like that. But they started having sex with the men, okay, so that they would not, in my opinion, they would not get the woman pregnant. Okay, so they started having sex with the men, men on men, gay, homosexual, LGBTQ, whatever you want to say. Okay, so it started there. Okay, so these people, because of their survival tactics, and also being some kin to Satan himself, I said it. You know, when they started conquering and coming to different lands, and coming with their war tactics and brutality, and doing all the things that they were doing, that is one of the things that they were doing. And so bring it to slave times, what they were doing, they were calling us animals and things like that. And so they called it buck breaking, just like they buck breaking a horse. A horse is called buck. Okay, so they always thought of us as animals. So what they started doing to our black men, which a lot of people don't even talk about, they started raping. Oops, I didn't want to say that word, but they started taking advantage of our men and doing those things to our men, as well as the women. We already know what they were doing to our women, because we see the offspring that we have here today. But they also were doing that to our men, and they were doing that in front of the wife, slave wife, the children. Sometimes the whole doggone plantation would have to sit up there and witness a black man being emasculated like that. Which is disgusting. Okay, so it kind of they went into that in buck breaking. They brought it up to today, of course, where we have a lot of the LGBTQ, the pride and all these things, how they were gearing it towards our people, because it's a tool to separate and dismantle the black family. Now, I was watching a video by IUIC, Israel United in Christ, and they had a great video that I watched it twice. They had a video geared toward the black family, and it was so interesting that in year 1965, I think they said that it was like 75% of our black people here in this country were married and having children. That was in 1965, which wasn't even long ago, when we did not have no high incidence of being unwed and single mothers and baby mamas and baby daddies. We didn't even have that. We had our families, we had our husbands, men who wanted to be married. We had women who wanted to be married. That was the foundation for our people. We wanted to be married, we wanted to be educated, and we wanted to raise our kids. Okay, and also we valued Christ. We valued the Most High. Okay, so in this construct, what they have done is emasculated the man. They have taken away masculinity from the man, making him more feminine, you know, because when you have a masculine male man who comes and go and get a job, and most of the employees are white, and the employers, of course, they're white. Then they see you coming, your masculine self, they all get afraid. Okay, they get afraid. So they have done all these things to keep our men subjected, and they have made being a homosexual gay man or even a woman, they have made it so acceptable and something that we should celebrate. And they have made it so that if we, the black woman, don't celebrate it, something is wrong with us. And you all know, if you have watched my channel in the last 3 years I've been on here, you all know all the problems I have suffered and gone through with gay men. Okay, because they're fighting for what? Because you want to be a gay and sleep with a man. If you ask me if that is your preference, go on ahead. But at the same time, don't get mad with me, because I see it as a trick of the enemy. I see it as a tool to separate you and me. Okay, I see it as a tool to keep us separated. Okay, it is a tool of genocide. Okay, and I have done a video like that in the past. Okay, and so the video brought out a lot of that. It also went into white liberation of women, women's rights and women's liberation. And you have heard this where if you watch a lot of videos, if you're woke, that's the term. If you're enlightened and have discernment, and you're watching videos like Miss Nicole videos, I love watching lectures and things like that. And so you have heard a lot of these people tell you that we're back there in that time, how we were used as pawns in the grand scheme of things, when it wasn't even our problems. We weren't having any problems with our man. The white woman was having problems with her man, and then they always sucker us and, make us out to be suckers, bring us into their movement. And once they get what they want, then it's not really liberation for the black female. Okay, it's always a tool, and we have to stop being used. We have to stop being used in all of these other people's problems, when we have a damn big problem ourselves. Okay, they also talked about the Black Bible. I think I posted something on Instagram some months back, maybe last year sometimes. I don't have my water. But they also talked about the Black Bible, and how what the slave owners would do is pull out all the scriptures pertaining to justice, pertaining to us getting our justice and us fighting back. And I think I put that on my Instagram or somewhere, where they had the Black Bible. I don't know if it's in Europe in one of their museums or something, but they have the Black Bible of what the slaves were using. And they also brought out how that is one of the tools they use to keep us submissive and docile. And also they tied it into how we were so docile, our man was so docile, that he went head on and was buck broken. Okay, he was buck broken because they had our people going into their churches and learning what they wanted us to know, to keep us submissive from us rising up and kicking their asses. Okay, now I believe it was in the 1700s when the Gullah Wars took place, and they were fighting Andrew Jackson. I hope I'm saying the right name. And that is one of the reasons, it may have been in the 1700s, we were fighting for so many years. A lot of these slave owners and their wives, they were really afraid of us, because they knew that we would rise up. We were people who kept on rising up. And it led into I would say during the time of Abe Lincoln. Okay, I know a lot of people don't never add that with the history. Now, they didn't talk about that in Buck Breaking. I'm talking about it now. They don't really tell you in history how our people were fighting. Okay, we were going to these plantations and whipping ass and taking names and won't take names. We wanted our liberty, and they don't really talk about how we were fighting, and that's one of the reasons why Abe Lincoln allegedly freed us or emancipated us, really giving somebody else the reins over us, because that emancipated don't really mean that you're free. Okay, So they don't really talk about that. But yeah, I think Kwame Brown is always saying that he's a Geechee man. So it made me think of when he always says that he's a Geechee man, he's a strong masculine man. It made me think of the Gullah Wars. Okay. Also, what did I write down? They also talked about towards the end. I'm not finished, but the part that I seen is towards the end. They talked about us forgiving our enemies. Now, that's a trick of the enemy. That is a trick of the enemy. You see, our people are accepting of all of these nationalities coming into our neighborhoods, draining us, taking away our dollar. We don't have no businesses in nobody else's communities. And they come into our daggone community, set up all these stores around us and they're just keeping us poor, locked out, locked down. Okay. And so they talked about us always forgiving these people. Now, if you've seen over the years, and this has been going on for about 30, 40 years, where these people are lynching our black brothers, and they're lynching us even to this day. They're still lynching our black brothers and sisters. They're lynching us. They're killing us, coming into our apartments, saying they thought it was their apartments, and boom, 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 shooting our brothers and sisters. They're doing all kinds of things to our brothers and sisters. Dylan Roof, for instance, went into a church and shot up 9 people. And then you have our people who, once we get into court, we start saying how we are sorry. We forgive them. Now, that is we got to be messed up in our mind to forgive someone who just took out great-great-grandma, took out our uncles or our daughters or our children. These people get behind closed doors, our enemies, our open enemy Esau. They get behind these closed doors, and they laugh at our asses. They laugh at us and say, yeah, they ain't going to do nothing. Just keep killing them. They ain't going to do nothing but forgive you. They ain't going to do nothing but forgive you. We're going to have to stop forgiving these people, because if you was to kill one of them, trust me, you're going to jail, you're going to get butt broken, and you're going to get killed. They not going to let it go so lightly with you. They're not going to get on live air and say, we forgive him. No, you have not seen that where they have forgiven you. Okay, we don't do much to them no how, and they do everything to us. But you don't see them saying we're gonna forgive this brother and sister. And if it is out there, it probably is, but it's not as much as we have forgiven them. Okay, we've always, I had a show not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and I was telling a young lady, we was talking about division on her job or racism on her job, and she was saying that she's going through all these problems, and I think the word hate came into play, and I said, well, God said he hated Esau and he loved Jacob. Okay, I told her that, and she could not fathom herself saying I hate what's going on, or I hate these people. She was programmed in her mind to say, I don't like what's going on with me, or I hate what's going on with me, but I don't hate the person. Like, what the hell is going on? We have to wake up. We have to wake up. Another thing we have to do before I get into what else I wrote down, because I ain't write down many points, but we have to stop believing everything Joe Biden says, or even Obama, even Kamala. Okay, those are 3 top people right now that our people just see gold in our eyes when they see Joe Biden, or they see stars in their eyes when they see Kamala, and definitely they see all kind of things when they look at Obama. They just think these people are the cats meow and the dogs bow wow. We're going to have to stop listening to these damn people. Okay, because it's just words. It is just words that they are saying to us, and no action is behind it. Okay, all they do is throw words out to appease us one day, and the next day they giving $50 million to the Asians. Okay, now let me tell you, if you all been listening to me for the last couple of, I don't do many videos. I do once a month, twice a month. And I've told you that you see my nails and stuff still ain't done anything. You see, I don't really go to those stores that much anymore. I don't even hardly come outside that much anymore. But I told you all, what we have to do is stop listening and look at the actions. Okay, now They sitting up there. Our people have been talking about reparations for a good 80 years, 75 years or something. Every time you turn around to this day, they're telling you, we have to do a study. We have to do an investigation. Are you serious? All of the stuff that they put in the damn history books against our people, they wrote a lot of their atrocities down, okay? And they have these books in these libraries and things like that. They put these atrocities down that has been done to our people. So our people are owed these things basically for our labor and all the things they have done. Okay, but you have Joe Biden tweeting out on Twitter telling you the black race, you all got me in the White House and I'm gonna have your back, but yet he having all his problems and struggle to pass George Floyd's bill, but yet they came together, the Republicans and the Democrats, they came together and passed the anti-Asian bill. So I was like, I don't get frustrated or mad or anything anymore. I just go, I just shake my head, because these are the things that I already knew would happen. I already knew that this man does not like our people. He never have liked our people. Never, never, never. But our people still having faith in white zaddy. For some reason, our people still have that in our mind, or we're going to beg and plead. We're dying in the streets. Our blood is rolling in the streets in the mud. Please, please see what we are going through. Have mercy on us. How can you ask a beast, someone who openly, was making laws so they could sleep with their sheep, to have mercy on you? They clearly don't see nothing wrong with bestiality. They clearly don't see nothing wrong with wanting to engage in sexual practices with a minor. When I say minor, I mean men with young boys, NAMBLA. That was in buck breaking. They clearly don't see nothing wrong with having sex with an 8-year-old, 7-year-old. They clearly don't see that, right? So how in the world is our people sitting up there begging for this stuff? Let me cut this air off. Our people don't see that there is something wrong with that. So we have to stop looking at Kamala and Joe and Obama to save us. We can only save ourselves. It starts by us listening to each other, loving each other, forgiving one another. Okay? Because just like we have our people who are forgiving them when they kill us, you have our people who will not forgive us either. When you see our black men on the stand, or he has committed some kind of crime, we the first one. Yeah, he need to carry his behind this place. He need to carry his behind that way. Now, don't get it twisted. I still believe that Charlemagne need to have something done with what he has done to that young woman, because I still believe that we need to police ourselves. That is forgiveness. That is like forgiveness, okay? When we go head on and punish ourselves for what we are doing. That's in-house, okay? But at the same time, we are ones who are not forgiving to each other, but we want to forgive the Asians. We want to forgive Esau. We want to forgive the Spanish, the French. We want to forgive everybody else except our own people, okay? And we still need to police our own people. Okay, to me, we would be better off if we policed our own people. Now, what I do like, I've been watching a couple of movies lately. I think I saw something on Netflix about black cowboys, because they don't never talk about black cowboys in modern history, modern times. But I do like that they did have I think I saw it on Netflix. I can't think of what it was called. Maybe been called Cowboy something. I don't know. I do like that they had a black police officer who they grew up with. They knew him, and he was policing his own people, okay? And he knew them. They knew each other. They grew up with one another, and they still was getting punished by the black police officer, but it was nothing like foot on your neck like George Floyd's situation for damn nine and a half minutes. Okay, it was nothing like they coming like what's going on where they come and pick the police come and pick you up, and a day or two later you're hanging in a damn tree. Okay, it's nothing like that. Or your spine or your neck is broken, like some of our black brothers who have had that happen to them by the hands of the police officers. Okay, we have had some crazy deaths happen that has been publicized by the police officers pertaining to our black brothers. It's just been awful. Okay, so I did like seeing that on film when the black man in that movie was policing our people, his own people. What else? It also talked about in buck breaking, which we talked about that before, about the black fathers in the home. You know, they want to break up the nuclear family, which they have done. Okay, they have put all kind of devices around us to keep us down, to keep us aborting our children. Okay, they've done all kind of devices making us believe that we shouldn't have children, we shouldn't procreate, or our children are animals and things like that. We are super predators, we are predators. Now Joe Biden is the one that said that we were predators. And if you let's go back and listen to Joe Biden. I think he did a video. It wasn't a video, but he did. He was on C-SPAN, I believe, and you can research this video of him saying that we created these people. He says that he don't care what they created. So people who ever watch my video right here today, and there are people who always not make excuses, but they always try to put our race down and say all these negative things about our race. Just know that we weren't always like this. Our women were not always whores. Our women were not always promiscuous. Our women were not having our ass cheeks out and twerking on the floors for money and things like that. We were never that kind of people. We've just recently got like that in the last 40, 50, maybe 60 years or so. And it's just been more prevalent since the late 80s until now. We were never a women or people like that. And I started off the video by telling you all we had 75% of our families that were married. 75% just 1965 to now, we have less than 5%, less than 8% of us are married. Now, you mean to tell me we did that all by ourselves? No, that is our enemy who has done that to us. And thanks the Most High. We got to give the Most High a shout out. Thanks the Most High, because the Most High said that our people will begin to wake up. He said some of our people will begin to wake up. Not all, because still 2/3 are going to be put down. They're not going to see the promised land. But thanks to the Most High that he has wakened some of us up, so that we can learn our history and learn who the hell we are, because our people don't know who we are. And to me, that's one of the biggest things that's wrong with our people, why we're so wayward and we are fair weather. We go with any direction or any ideology. We go backwards and forwards. We don't know where we're going. Because we're always searching. Now, I'm talking about me. I've been that kind of person. My spirit has always been a restless spirit. I'm always, because to me, I'm just part of the Most High. Okay, I just know that just from the spirits talking to me and things like that. Okay, that's just what I truly believe. I've experienced the voices talking. It ain't me. It be the ancestors, and they always trying to. And when they do talk to me, I'm in impending danger, and they'll send one of them to come talk to me and get me out of trouble. Now, hopefully, that's you too. Okay, hopefully that is YouTube, but we have to give the Most High a hand, because the Most High is waking up our people to who we really are. And because we don't know who we are, our enemy has done a great job, has invested millions, billions, trillions of dollars of keeping us in this sleep, docile, submissive state, to where we would allow the police officers, and we would allow our open enemy Esau, mainly the white race, not all of them, we would allow them to rape our brothers. We would see them having this done to our black brothers, and we would look a blind eye. And it's not me, but in the media, if you have a Kamala Harris, or you have a Obama, or if you have a what is the black man, the man with the hair that he get his hair perm, I can't think his name, escaped me now. When you have these bootlicks, and you have the Black Caucus, when you have the Black Caucus sitting there allowing this to happen and not putting any laws in place, or not, I mean, even though the laws ain't gonna mean anything, but at least you can say that you put these laws in place. What the hell is the damn NAACP and the Black Caucus doing any damn way? Because and we have a lot of women in the mayorship roles and things like that now, but still things are happening to our people. Okay, because they're like the guard dogs for them, for our open enemy, for Esau, for the elite white race that are in these positions. They can't get nothing done. They're just there to smile and kowtow, doing a little kowtow dance. And we're like, well, we got this person, we elected this person. No, these people was not elected. These people were selected to keep you down, to make you believe that somehow you are included when you're not. The illusion of what is it? The illusion of inclusion. I'm saying it wrong, but they make you, this all illusion basically. They making you believe that you have all this representation when you don't. That's basically what it's all about. We have these people in the Senate, that are representatives, and they're just there to line their pockets up. And with them lining up their pockets are being lined up based on you being buck broken, based on you still being on welfare, or even if you have a job and you go to great schools like these great universities, you still can't get the money that is owed, and you cannot get the job that you desire. Okay, you still are working at McDonald's, or you have to take a lesser role, and on top of that, you still have an outstanding damn student loan. So I mean, you know what? It's sad that no matter what our people do, we will never be accepted by this system. We would never be accepted by the system. Now, I've I watched Professor Black Truth and Jason Black. I don't know if they're the same people, but because I get them mixed up. But they were, one of them, Jason Black, was doing a video talking about Keisha Lance Bottoms, how she is not up for re-election. Of course, you've done your time, sister girl. You got in the office. You got in the office. You didn't really do anything for the people in Atlanta, and you did everything for LGBTQ. Okay, you gave rights. You gave sanctuary series, sanctuary neighborhoods for the immigrants that's coming in. You didn't do anything for your people. You didn't do anything for your people. So I mean, even when it was proven that those daggone Asian spas in Atlanta are basically sex workers, you even took up for them. What? How many months ago was that? Two or 3 months ago that she took up for these people 2 or 3 months ago, when the white man who was having all these sexual issues, he was going to these spas, for sex work, and it came out that they have been doing this. They have earned that $90 billion in all of these spas, these Asian spas. It came out in one of the newspapers. I can't think of what newspaper it is. I think it's like two newspapers talked about this, how they had already did investigations on these spas and found that there were sex workers working in there, Korean sex workers, Asian sex workers working in there. And she comes out talking about we don't want to judge these people, but yet you're not doing nothing for your people. So you know what, Keisha Lance Bottoms, thank goodness that you're out. My advice for all people that look like me, stop trying. Stop trying. This is not your system. You are still a low class. These people are never going to see you as one of them. Never. That happened to Keisha Lance Bottoms. They put out a statement in one of the papers saying that she's not gonna seek re-election. They've already used you. So they just took the broom and scooting you, sweeping you away. And then I can't think of what's that other politician, the lovely somebody. They did a hit piece on her, investigation on her husband, saying that he's some kind of drug kingpin or something. To me, they're doing some kind of ethnic cleaning. They're getting rid of you all. They done used y'all, made y'all believe that y'all were one of them. Y'all did put the laws in place for the immigrants, and y'all done put the laws in place for LGBTQ. You got sanctuary cities and all this stuff. Nothing for your people. And they don't need you anymore. They don't need you anymore. So now they just doing ethnic cleaning, and they're gonna be doing all of you all like that. So when I saw those two stories, I wasn't surprised. I said, this is what they do. Look at Simone Sanders. They came out 2 weeks ago saying how she was so upset that she didn't get the White House position. I was saying to myself, duh. First of all, you're a beautiful woman with a nice old bald head. Do you think they see you as one of them? They don't see you as one of them. I don't care if you was with Bill Clinton, you were with Obama, you was working for them, and there you was doing some work for Biden. Of course they did not give you the position. They got you in the background working for Kamala. No one ever really sees you. No one ever really sees you, Simone Sanders. Jim Psaki is going to be gone in a year. She said that she has her kids and her children. So she said the job will be up in a year or something or whatever. But you see how this woman, I don't even think that she was working. You can go and do your research if she was. But I think that she was home with her children, and they got her to come and fill that position when Simone Sanders is right there. So they go to show you, Simone, you may need to take another position working for your people. Yeah, we don't have a lot of money to pay you. We don't. A lot of us have modest salaries. But maybe the reward is helping your people. That's what a reward is. And in the long run, you will be getting paid by the Most High. He will make sure that you are given what you are owed for what you did here in this kingdom. Because in the next kingdom, it's going to be our turn. But if you are still blindsided, our people, by thinking that you can do something by getting into Congress and kowtowing to the vice president and all these things, and you can think that being with them, they're going to see you for what you are worth. They're going to see that you are a good black person. You're not like those hoodlums and those predators. You're not like them. You actually went to college, and you don't have no bills. You don't have no student loans, and you worked hard for massa. You ain't like us. The little people down here thugging it out. You ain't like us. I'm different. They don't care about that. They don't care. They have shown over and over again throughout the history of 500 or 600 years, they do not care. All you are a bunch of sellouts that keep on selling out our people and selling out yourselves. You're buck breaking your own damn selves, and you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Now again, let me go ahead on and promote Tariq Nasheed's video, Buck Breaking. I have it. I'm not finished watching it yet. I think it's awesome, as well as all of his DVDs. Also, I think Jason Black got a video called Race War. I have that at home. He got another video called 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I have that as well. So you all go and support Tariq and Jason Black. Support these brothers who are giving you all this information DVD style. Now, if you all are just coming into the room, I'm telling you all this because just in case YouTube, these people feel like we're getting too strong. We're getting too strong in our britches. We're pulling up our britches and we're starting to fight back. And they want to take YouTube away, or Instagram, Facebook, all of these things. If they want to take these things away from us and shut it down, because they're censoring a lot of our people, then we will have our own arsenal of weaponry. Okay, we have our own information. We don't have to be schooled by them. Okay, we don't have to be schooled by them. Now, one thing I want to say about Kwame Brown is that I was listening to Vicky Diller. Shout out to her. I do not know Vicky Diller, but shout out to her. But I was listening to her when she was saying something along the lines that, you know, what Kwame has done is he's representing for the heterosexual male, the black man, who is for families and believe in raising his damn kids, okay? And so what that does is just upset the apple cart, okay? Because our open enemy Esau, the white elitists, they have done so much to keep us depending on them. They have done so much to break up our homes and belittle our men and our women and even our children. They're killing our children. They're making us feel like we don't need a man. We just want to get a girlfriend, become lesbian, have sex with a man who may be gay, and to procreate like that. You know, sister girl, we sister girls. We don't need no man. We don't need no help. They only push that on our people. So when you see Kwame Brown and he's promoting families and he's a black strong man and he's said today that basketball ain't the only thing going on. Basketball ain't all that, basically. It ain't the only thing going on to where that's all you got to talk about in this world. And so when he said that, I said, thank you for saying that. Because it's more going on, men, than sports. It's more going on than for the gay men than you getting your nails done and wearing the best weave and wearing the makeup and doing your little dances and all of this stuff. It's more going on than that, because at the end of the day, when it's time for them to exterminate us, they're going to put you right on in the basket with me. Gay black man, sellout man, politician man, all of y'all are going in the same damn box. All of us are together. All of us. They're not gonna say, oh, well, you was a good darky and you know, you help us to put the poison in the foods, or you the one who went out there and told them to vote for me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you around. No, they're gonna put all us in the damn box together. Once you wake up to that, some of our black sisters out there and our black brothers who just doing all they can to get up in Congress and get up in that White House, which was built by our people, which has blood on his hands, then you're going to be all right. Your death is not going to be in vain. I said it. Your death is not going to be in vain, because the Most High see how you are for him and how you are for his children. You're not going to be one of the 2/3. So I do want to say that about Kwame. Also, let me see. So I do want to promote buck breaking. And I did, and some of you all, if you all watched my last video, I asked y'all to watch Crazy as Hell. Now, that was a good movie. I have not watched it since I told you all. I think I saw you all on Mother's Day, which I'm on that Sunday. And I had watched it twice. And it was just a real good movie. It was real good story. And the movie was Eric Lassell. He played Satan. And it was just so good how you got to be crazy as hell to think that you can bargain or gamble with Satan. You're going to lose at every turn. You're going to lose at every turn, just like in this system that we're living in. Every time you think that you're going to go head on and be amongst them people and think that you can just show them the way and show them that you're a good little darky, and you think that they're going to see you as a human being, that's lies. Lies you tell to yourself. Lies you tell to yourself. We have to just wake up. Anything else I wanted to say? So let me read some of y'all messages. I want to thank y'all for coming over today. I just wanted to talk to y'all and say hello. Let you all know that I'm still sad about what happened to me health-wise with me taking the shot. And, you know, I'm still going through all that situation where people are not believing that it was the shot that did this to me. They trying to make me think I'm crazy. And I know I'm not crazy. I know what happened to me, and I'm going to keep on beating the drum. So if we have any COVID long haulers that will come to this video, definitely keep on talking to your doctors. Now, what I believe is when the black people like me talk to the doctors and tell them that this happened to them from the shot, they don't believe them. They believe them, but they don't care. But when the white people go and tell them that this happened to them, then they believe them. That's what I'm thinking happening. Now, that could be me, but that's what I believe happening. And it's very frustrating. Hello, Granny Lucille. 3/5 of a person. That's why we continue to get the short end of the things. That's right. Christianity is a whole shame itself. Yes, 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 Granny. I didn't bring that up about church. That was in the movie as well, a buck breaking, going our pastors. Now, I think I got to go back and watch it. It's a lot of information. But when it comes to the black church, thank goodness the black church is being exposed. Thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. Now, Noah Jones, you all know Noah Jones. He's one of the big preachers. His sister is Grace Jones. Now, the brothers, General Yohana, I watch them 3 times a week when they come on. I think this was like 2 or 3 months ago when Noah Jones was doing a Zoom. I think he was doing a Zoom call, a Zoom video, whatever you call it. And he had like 4 or 5 other pastors on there with him. And he burst out in tears. And he was saying that, that they've been making all this money off of these people all these years. They're rich. They got all these TV deals, movie deals, and they're all this money they got. But yet a lot of their flock are dying of the COVID, right? And he just burst out in tears because he's saying that when he was talking to whoever he was talking to on the phone, he said that they were telling him, why didn't you warn us about this? Why didn't you tell us that this was happening? And these people have been in his congregation for 20 years, 30 years or whatever, giving him all their money like they do. Because they don't worship the Most High. They don't worship Yahushua. They worship the man. So he burst out in tears because he didn't have no damn answers. Because he was taught in the enemy's theologian schools, the theology schools. Now, when our people go to these theology schools thinking they're going to learn about the Most High. Now, why would your enemy teach you about the Most High? Why would your enemy teach you about saving yourself and telling you that they're the people that you should be afraid of and kill? Do you think that your open enemy is going to tell you that if the realty on the Most High, that you really God's real chosen people? He's not going to tell you that. So our brothers and sisters going to these theology schools and learning about how to keep hating themselves, not knowing that they're doing this, not knowing that they're not preparing the people for the end times like now. And then when their people are dying from the plagues, they looking at them like, why you didn't tell me this? So he was in tears. He was in tears. And I was so happy to see that. I was happy to see that these pastors are being exposed. And I can't wait. I can't wait for our black people to come from out of these damn churches. Come from out of these churches. Y'all are not preparing the people for the end. Y'all are not preparing the people for Yahushua's return, because he's going to return. Come out of her, my people. That is what the Bible says. He's not talking to them. This is their kingdom. We're captured. They captured us and brought us here. And they've made us serve their gods. They've made us serve their gods. So you're going to go to theology school, or however you pronounce it, to learn how to keep your foot on our necks financially. You know these churches make billions of dollars a year. Black churches make billions a year. Where's our black Wall Street? Y'all got the money. Where's our black hospitals, black libraries, our black manufacturing companies, our black schools? Where preachers, black preachers, where? Creflo Dollar, TD Jakes, where? The only thing you got now is dead black COVID patients is what you got. And you did not prepare the people. And all you've been telling them for 30 and 40 and 50 years is lies. You don't know how to read the scriptures. You got our people forgiving our enemies. When it tells you your enemy, you forgive each other. Our people forgive each other. That's what it meant. It didn't mean forgive them, the people that's killing you. It meant we forgive each other so that we can stay together and be strong together and win together. Not forgive them so they can stand together and beat you and kill you, because that's what they're doing. So I am so damn glad that these damn pastors are getting the wake-up call, and I wish all of them would close their doors. I'm just hoping and praying to the Most High that they come in there to preach and don't nobody be there. Not just from COVID, because they gotta sit 6 feet apart. Because the people said, no, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let me tell y'all, how many of y'all watched my last video? I did 2 videos back to back, made not for Mother's Day, and then I did another one. Then I did another one that Saturday. How many of y'all heard me tell y'all about those gods of India? How many of y'all was with Miss Nicole when I told y'all about those gods of India? What the hell they be doing? The period dot on the middle of their head. Your vice president, Kamala Harris, one of those Asians that had that period dot. How many of y'all was with Miss Nicole when I told y'all about them India gods? And how they got a god with the damn legs open, and how they in the period they got this paint in between the legs, and that is where that period that come from. That's a god to them. I don't know its name. I don't care about it. I just know what's behind it. How many of y'all know Miss Nicole Tyler told y'all that period, that's a period dot from the menstrual that they wear right here? How many of y'all was with me when I told y'all about the bull god? That bull god, that every part of the bull is a god, and to them is something in sanctity to these people, and they think they was taking a bath in S-H-I-T. How many of y'all was with me when I told y'all that on the last video? And go and watch those videos. Get those numbers up. Well, guess what happened? Oh, let me tell y'all something else. How many of y'all was with me when I told y'all that they had a rat god? And that what they do is the whole damn sanctuary is full of rats, because they think that when their ancestors die and when they die, they their spirits goes into, they are reincarnated in rats. So they think that all the rats are their family. How many of y'all was with Miss Nicole Tyler when I told y'all about that? These India gods. Well, let me tell y'all what they did last week. How many of y'all know what they did last week that we can learn from, our black people can learn from? Do y'all know what they did after I did my video? I'm not saying I had anything to do with it, because I don't think I did. They got rid of all of those gods out of that city, in that country or that city. The elephant god, the cow god, the rat god, the bull god, all of those gods, they were getting them out of their sanctuaries. They were getting them out their home. They took all those gods and threw them in the lake. How many of y'all saw that? Go and Google that. When I saw that, I said, oh my God. I said, I just was talking about these people and their gods. And you know why they were doing that? Because they said, you know what? Our people are dying, 300,000 people a day. They said that they don't have nowhere to bury the people. And also, I heard that it's something financial going on with them, that they're being starved out, probably by America and in the other European nations. Get into it. Get into it. So they said, you know what? These gods ain't helping us. We got to throw this shit in the river. Did y'all see that? When I saw that, I was like, you see that Most High? I started talking and praising to the Most High. Because I'm hoping and wishing our people to wake up and say, these white people, these white elitists, we need to push them in the river. Like those Indians did their gods. That's what we need to do. They woke up and said, these gods ain't working for us. We sit here feeding rats. We sit here taking baths in poop for our gods. And we still dying in the streets. We need to learn from that. That's why I'm telling y'all this story. And you can Google it. Just like they said, this shit ain't working out. People dying. We ain't got no food. We poor. Something is going on in the atmosphere. These gods ain't working. We gonna push them in the river. Learn from that, black man and black woman. If it ain't working for you, push them in the river. Get rid of them. Okay? Now you know what I've come to I ain't gonna say appreciate, but I understand homelessness. When I see, because you know, I watch a lot of videos, and a lot of our brothers and sisters too, who are homeless all throughout the United States, and they living in tent cities and things like that. And not that I want to live like that, but at the same time, they free. Even though they over here and they living in dire conditions, you know, they living on the ground with the tent, and you know, they don't have no bills to pay, they don't have no job to go to, you know, they just said F it. I kind of understand it. They just said F it. The system ain't working for me. Some of those people that's homeless are veterans. They said it ain't working for me. Fuck it, I'm just gonna be homeless. I don't want to be living in a rat race and gotta pay for a house and land that ain't mine, especially our people. We paying all this for a house and water and electricity and I'm going to work and ain't shit happening and I'm getting sick and I done fought in wars and I done did all this stuff. They just said, F it, I'm just gonna be homeless. Now, I don't want to be homeless unless I have to be. And if I have to be, I will be homeless. Because I done made it up in my mind. If I got to be homeless, I will. When it's come time for Miss Nicole to be homeless, I just will. And that is how we got to think. We cannot keep thinking that these people are going to finally wake up and love us. They are not. These people, they are into boy love. They are into bestiality. They are into lynching our black behinds and cooking us and taking off our ears and our penis parts and all this kind of stuff. They are into our melanin. They are into excreting our blood and all drinking our blood. And we thinking these crazy people are going to wake up and say, oh yes, we're going to give y'all reparations. We're going to stop killing you in the streets. We're going to stop putting you in projects. We're going to stop putting you in neighborhoods where the poison is coming down and you're inhaling poison and you're eating poisonous foods. These people are not going to stop. And you know why they're not going to stop? Because the Bible tells you that Esau hates Jacob. We are Jacobites. We are the Israelites. Esau hates us. He's never going to love us. And Satan controls Esau. They're in the bed together. Satan has chosen Esau. Our God, the Most High, has chosen us. They're never going to love us. So why sit up there and keep on pandering? Please love us. Please forgive us. Please love us. Please forgive us. Please. No, they're not. Yes, we got to live among these people. Yes, we're going to be respectful. And when I see them, I'm right here near people now. Just, hey, how you doing? And keep on moving. But guess what? I know the real. I got that third eye. I got the discernment, like you should have. We got to band together mentally and spiritually. Okay. So yes, y'all, when I saw that those Indians out in India were throwing away those gods, I said, damn. I said, well, I just was talking about that. Because it was like 2 or 3 days later that they started throwing away those gods. Because I saw the video on General Johanna's channel. And he brought it, and they were and one of the generals had did an extensive video on those Indians in India. And so I was telling y'all what I had saw. I told y'all what I saw. And then like 2 or 3 days later, they were getting rid of the gods. I said, well, ain't that something? So I'm hoping that when people see this video that I'm doing right now today, that you can fathom, you can make up your mind, not fathom, but put it in your mind that you can break away mentally. Because yes, the ones who wants to work, yes, the ones who want to, still deal with Esau, like I'm still dealing with them myself. Because, I'm still living in an apartment or whatever. I'm paying rent and all these things. We still have to do these things. Then just know mentally that you know what's up. And that is your choice to still deal with him like I'm dealing with him. And that in the next kingdom will be ours. And that we have to still be able to raise our children, teach them our history, and be forgiving to our people and police our people. Because in the Bible, it still tells you to police your people. Basically, what is it? Something spare the rod, something about the child spare. I don't know the scripture correctly. But I know that we have to still chastise and judge our children and our husbands or our sons or our nephews. We still, and ourselves, and our daughters, our nieces. We need to police our own selves. That is what we have to do. Now, something else that came to my mind, I done forgot what I wanted to say. I'll think about it. Something else that had came to my mind. But let me see. Hey, Miss Solo. Granny, you said that I'm causing division. Granny, how can I be causing division when I'm saying be against a people? Will you tell God he's against people? Have you been reading your Bible when the God says he's going to bring plagues on all those nations who have done things to his people, the Israelite people? Are you telling me that God is causing division? So you need to answer. Don't put that on me, because I'm telling you what God says. So if you think that God is causing division, then you stay on in this construct mentally and spiritually, and you continue to worship your enemies and forgive your enemies. I ain't talking about me and you I ain't talking about forgiving us. We supposed to forgive each other, but what we're doing is forgiving everybody else for killing us. So if that's what you think I'm doing, then that's on you, that you see it that way. Because when it comes down to it, if a race war really, really happened, whose side are you going to be on? That is what you need to decipher in your mind. Because guess what? While you being on their side, and I don't care if it's Asian, I don't care if it's the Jewish, I don't care if it's West Indian, I don't care what. You better choose your side. That's what it's about. Choose your side. Whose side you going to be on? Because guess what? They've already chosen a side against you or against me or against people that look like me. They've already chosen. They've already chosen to kill our people and to poison our people's mind and to take away our God. to take away our land and then sell it back to us. They've already chosen to come and rape and kill and murder our people and take away our gold that they've been sitting on for all these thousands of years, and give us a paper dollar that's not worth anything for real. They've already chosen themselves. But who will you choose? That is what you have to reconcile in your mind. Who will you choose? Who will you choose when it happens? Who will you choose when there's no more food? Now, another thing that just came to my mind. Now, maybe 7 videos ago, or maybe 10, I told y'all that they were blowing up the chicken farms. How many of y'all probably don't remember that? Y'all could Google that. Google that. Me along with a couple of other YouTubers or content creators was telling y'all that at least 4 chicken farms got blown up and caught on fire. Along with a potato factory got blown up. It was on fire. I also came to tell y'all, remember I told y'all that Bill Gates had bought up most of the farmland in America. See, they know who they are for. But our people, we don't. That person don't know who they for. They want, so you want us to forgive Bill Gates? You want us to forgive the people who've taken our farms? We're just going to forgive these people, our enemies. See, you got to figure out who you are for. Because if they already got their plan in motion, we got to get our plan together. Now, there's also been videos talking about the water shortage. I think I brought that up 2 weeks ago or whatever. I was telling y'all about the water shortage. I was telling y'all that it ain't really a water shortage, but they're selling water and they're buying rights to water. Did I tell you? I told y'all that on the last video before that. So we will be out of water and out of food. And are you going to be forgiving these people when you can't feed your children? Figure out who you are for. Figure out if I'm causing division, or was division already, the stage was already set for division against me and you. Figure it out, because I think you're lost in your mind. Figure it out. When you don't have any water and food. And trust me, these people that own our land, they own our land, and they didn't took it from under us. They've already made their choice. So what are you going to do when they come and throw you out on the street on your land? And if you try to fuss and fight, they got a gun at your head right here. Are you going to go forgive these people and say, oh, they're not being divisive, they're doing their job? When you don't deserve these things, you got to figure it out. See, I ain't got to figure it out, because I already know what's up. I know what the Most High has said in his books. You got to figure it out. You're confused. Hey, Miss Philadelphia, I heard about that. I'm creating a garden like I do every spring and summer. Yeah, Cheryl, that's right. Create a garden. You late. I've been on all this years ago. Come, you stayed, sleep. The signs was there. No, I never was sleep. I never was sleep. Was there U2C to begin with? Should have been prepared. We got to stop being fair weather friends. That's right. True alkaline water. That's right. I've already done videos on alkaline water and all that stuff. I'm for the chicken. Jason, I'm for the chicken. The poor chickens. When I was hearing about all these, because I was keeping up with each time they blew up the chicken factories, I was like, what? I was feeling sorry for the chickens. I said, what in the hell? I said, what is going on? Yeah, they did it like 4 chicken factories. Somebody said, I'm for myself. He brought lots of acres in Nebraska recently. Yeah, James Taylor. And don't need it. Somebody said, y'all praise chicken. No, we not Indians. Indians, they praise chickens and rats. We don't praise chickens. Somebody said not the chicken. Good, that's why you need to grow your own food. That's right. I agree with that. I would choose my side. It's late. Oh. Okay, anyway, what else I want to tell y'all? So I told y'all about India. We need to definitely get rid of their gods that we're serving. If we still believing in this system, we need to clear our mind and just and go head on and start getting your water together. I don't even know if I told y'all I had bought all these bottles that I supposed to been making. I was gonna be making my own tea or something. And I bought 100 of them bottles. I'm ready to fill my bottles up with water. And I'm probably gonna buy more bottles. Well, thank you, gone fishing. So I'm probably gonna go ahead on and buy more bottles. And it's also people online. I think some years ago, Tariq Nasheed, he had partnered with these people that was selling longevity food, in case there's a disaster. But that was years ago. I don't know if he's still doing that because I don't really watch Tariq Nasheed that much. But I do catch him once a month or something. And I know back then he had partnered with some people that was selling all these meals that you can get just in case there's a disaster. I think Kevin's Corner was doing the same thing. He had partnered with people too. And the food lasts for months or years or whatever. So if you wanted to do that, or either just buy your own food and things like that, or have a garden and things like that. But I think having a garden is great. And I think that it will last for a while. But if there's going to be true annihilation of this land and these people, not this land, but these people, I don't know if having a garden is going to save you from bombs dropping on you. But there's nothing wrong with that. I think you should still have your garden, still get your water, still have your food. And yellow, not orange. Let me see. Anything else that's going on with Joe Biden? I told you all, I think I told you all in this video right here that they're still trying to get the George Floyd bill off the ground. Now when it came to anti-Asian bill, hey, that ain't take nothing. They did that in one day. They didn't do no investigation. They didn't have to do no studies what's going on with Asians. Okay, we head on and pushed it. But when it comes to our people, that's going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, we gotta do an investigation. They've been doing investigation for reparations for 60, 70 years. Okay, they filibustered the anti-lynching bill. Okay, they didn't even want to pass that. That was filibustered. So these people already know their place. We still don't know our place. We still out there with women or white women, or we still out there with the Asians. We're there with the immigrants. We are there with everybody, but except ourselves. We ain't there for ourselves. We there for everybody. We trying to keep this. We basically are holding up this construct, like all 50 million of us. We are the ones holding up the United States, the world. I'm gonna say the world. Okay, even our brothers and sisters that's scattered in all of the nations, because the Most High says His children are scattered all over the world. Okay, if I had to see it in my mind, which I've already seen this in my mind, somebody did this, I would see a bunch of brown, black hands holding up the United States with all of Esau's children. We holding up to his construct. If it wasn't for us, it would fall. That is what's going on. Our people just holding it up. We want to join hands with everybody. Please see us. Please don't kill us. Please. Did y'all see what they did to that black librarian? They just grabbed her by her hair and threw her on the ground. Did y'all see that about a month ago? She was on her way to a funeral. See, these people know who they're for and who they're against. Our people don't know. We still confused. We don't know who we for and who we against. I know who I'm for. I don't know who some people are. I don't know who they for. That's right. Divide and conquer. That always has worked. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to tell y'all. My new thing I'm doing, y'all, that helps me feel better once I come from the doctor. And I'm always upset when I come from the doctor here lately. Because y'all know what happened in February when I took the shot and all that stuff. So I've started making bracelets and jewelry. That is my new hobby I'm doing. And I've even gotten orders. Now, I don't want nobody to order from me on YouTube because I'm not good for real. There are other people who are just fabulous on YouTube that has done it for years. I've just got started. I took the class back when I was in my early 20s. I was doing a little making jewelry long time ago. And I recently started it back up because it was giving me something to do, taking my mind off of my illness, taking my mind off of what's going on with me. Oh, woe is me. And, you know, all these things that sometimes the devil come and try to tell me lies and all this kind of stuff. So I started making my little jewelry, child. So I made these two little bracelets. I made this little bracelet. And I made these earrings. I made these little earrings, got my name in it, Nicole, Tyler. That's a new thing I'm doing with myself, is making little jewelry and making jewelry for my family and making earrings for my mom or my sister, whoever wants necklaces or whatever. I've been doing that. That's what I've been doing. All right, so I'm going to get ready to go. I had my phone on for you all to call, but I didn't tell y'all to call. I just went head on with my commentary. I want to say thank you to Kwame. Now, this man don't know me, but I want to thank him for putting out all of that good masculine energy. I want to thank him for shaking up the apple cart, for not being afraid to say I am a man. I'm a real man, and I'm trying to do something for our community. He also said that he was he's investing in making tiny homes. I've seen many of those homes on YouTube. A lot of people have done videos of them investing in these tiny homes for the homeless people. So I think that's a good idea. Anything that anybody can offer to help a community of our people is awesome. You know, so I think that's great. He was saying that he's investing in getting shoes out to a lot of the communities who you know may not have mother, father, or they just don't have the money to buy shoes and clothes, and he said he's doing that. So I just want to thank him for that, and I want to thank him because it encourages other people to get involved. Okay, so that's one celebrity. There's a lot of celebrities that do things, but a lot of these celebrities that do things, in my opinion, they do them because it's a write-off. And they're going to get the money back. Just like Oprah Winfrey used to, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. What? You know, she gets to write that off. This woman is a billionaire. And she gets to write all this stuff off. So she don't have to pay taxes or pay small taxes or whatever the hell she got to pay. So when you have a person that's doing this not for taxes and not for write-offs and all this stuff, and they're just doing it out of their heart, then that should be commended. And I definitely want to thank him. He don't know me. I don't know him. But I just want to send out my thank you for that, for being a man and not being afraid to be a man. And definitely for calling out Charlemagne and his BS. Because I saw that video he did with Jessica Reed did. And it always brings me back to tears. It always upset my spirit. It always takes me back to those times when I was in that kind of situation with a man that did that to me. And it always just messes me up for a while. So I want to thank him for definitely bringing it back up, and maybe this girl will get some kind of justice. Because like I said, even with me getting that shot, I feel violated. You know, even though I knew what I was doing and I did it for this reason and I still feel violated. You know, that's just me. I feel that way. So I do want to thank Kwame for that, for just being a man and standing up. You know, and not being afraid to be a heterosexual man, because you have our real men out here, men who are heterosexual, and it's like, you know, they get screamed on. They're trying to uphold this system. You know, they really believe in the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallion, and they really believe in that mistress and hoish lifestyle, and they believe in all of these things. You know, they really believe in having the money. You know, money rules everything, and they don't know that this world gonna end. You know, they're not looking at what's going on with Israel versus Gaza. You know, they're not looking at America giving money to Hamas and giving money to Israel, and they buying weapons, and they buying all these weapons. And what are they buying weapons for? You think they just gonna sit on these weapons? A war gonna happen. You know, so we have to be up on what's going on all around the world. That's one of the things we need to do. Like, I do listen to the brothers, or they be putting up the newspapers, and you go do your research and you see what's going on around the world. That is very important. We need to know what's going on around the world. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go. I done talked y'all to death. How long I been on? I ain't been on that long. All right, y'all, I am Miss Nicole Tyler. I do want to thank y'all for coming over here today. Listen to me ramble. I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for donations to GoFundMe. Thank you for donations to Cash Apps, $703p. I want to thank y'all for super chats. I want to thank y'all for just being in the room, listening to me and conversing among yourselves, spreading information to each other in the chat, because that's what it's all about. I definitely implore you all to listen to anybody that's like-minded with you all and that is aware of what's going on in the system. I don't discriminate. I listen to the brothers, the Israelites. I listen to, you know, Kwame. I listen to Vicky Dillard. I listen to Professor Truth, Jason Black. I listen to Anthony Brian Logan. I even listen to Candace Owens sometimes. You know, I listen to everybody. I chew the meat, get my nourishment from whatever they got, and I throw away the bones. You know, I listen to people who are like-minded, who got something to say. They're not, you know, being programmed, okay? And in the bed trying to get biscuits, trying to get them millions of dollars, trying to sell out your people like the Black Caucus, okay, and like NAACP. Okay, our people have been sold out, so we all we got. Okay? All right, y'all, I'm Miss Nicole Tyler. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all another time. Bye.